Hey guys, what's up? I got a deck profile for you today. I haven't been doing a deck, or I haven't done anything actually on this YouTube in about a week, and I apologize for that. I've been having a lot of stuff going on at home, and yeah, I haven't been exactly healthy for it, but whatever, I'm done, and I'm ready to, give you guys more videos, and I've been lazy about it, I'll admit it. So this deck profile is of Dark Irregulars. Our starter is the Grade 3 Searcher. This guy is not fantastic, or he's not amazing, but he does extremely well in this deck. Now, well, actually, no, I'm going to say he is amazing. He helps this deck out so much, and I'll explain why. I was thinking about doing a Greedy Hand. I tried Fate Collector. I tried multiple starters. However, this guy is the one that I like the most. He helps me get grade 3s whenever I'm soul charging a lot. He helps me get ready for the break ride. He gets, you know what, when you see my grade 3 lineup, you'll understand why he's so good. Anyway, my triggers are 4 Amon crits and 2 Blitz Ritters. 4 Hysteric Shirley because she's busted as shit. 2 of the Mad Hatter and 4 heals. So 6 draw, 6 crit. 4 Hysteric Shirley, they do have to be in this deck. Hysteric Shirley is busted beyond belief. She lets you put her in the soul and soul charge 1, so it adds a +2 to the soul, getting everybody's effects going off without a cost. It's just instant. You don't need a certain Vanguard. It's awesome. I love it. So, next is our grade 3s. The grade 3s are 3 Amon Reverse, 3 King of Masks Victarion, and 2 regular Amon. When you look at this, you understand why this grade 3 Searcher is so good in this deck. Now, first, let's go ahead and talk about the Break Ride. Actually, no, we'll go ahead and talk about Amon Reverse first. Amon Reverse. Around 3 of him, he is the main boss. Amon Reverse's ability is I pick a rear guard, I lock it, which lock is you turn it face down, it doesn't move, it doesn't do anything, it's just turned face down. And then Amon gets +1000 for every Dark Irregular in the soul. However, what makes him better than the standard Amon is if there's 6 or more in the soul, this Amon gains a critical. So he can swing for crazy high amounts with 2 crits. And it really adds a lot of pressure to the game. Now, on top of that, he's also a cross ride, so he gets that +2k if regular Amon is in the soul, and this is Dark Irregulars. Amon getting in the soul is not difficult, it's common, and you go off from that. Next, I have 3 King of Masks Dipterion. He is the break ride. Basically what happens is when he attacks, you can soul charge 1 and he'll be a 12k attacker, not a 13k attacker, which does kind of suck, but it's okay. The soul charge helps out a lot more than a lot of people think, and that's probably the reason why this deck doesn't have a 13k attacker for break rides. But also, you choose 3, your Vanguard gets +10k, and then you can choose up to 3 rear guards who gain the effect of regular Amon, which is, it gets +1000 for every unit in the soul. Basically, this is a soul saver on crack, on steroids, on whatever drug you want to put him on. This guy is busted, and he doesn't get a lot of credit that he deserves. Then, we have 2 regular Amon, which Amon's skill is Counterblast 1, take a Dark Irregular, and put him in the soul. It forces your opponent to retire a unit. On top of that, when he's on Vanguard, it's a continuous effect, so no cost, no limit break. During your turn, you get 1000 for every unit in your soul. Well, every Dark Irregulars in your soul. So really, he makes you, this entire deck makes you want to soul charge a lot. But please keep in mind, don't get crazy with soul charging. Don't soul charge your entire deck in there for a 1-turn thing, because you know what, you probably won't end up living. The goal that I want is to never ride regular Amon. My goal is, my ideal play is to ride Dipterion or Dantarian and get Amon in the soul. Then break ride Amon reversed, so it's a cross break ride, stand on 23k, give 3 rear guards the +1000, activate his limit break, and just go from there. Basically, that is my ideal play when using this deck. However, that doesn't happen that much. I end up, just going cross ride, which is why I may end up just getting rid of the King of Masks and going 4 reverse, 4 regular Amon, or something like that. Next, for grade 2s, we have 3 of the grade 2 Succubus, Hell's Draw. I think it's Draw. Yeah, Hell's Draw. Basically, if I have an Amon Vanguard, place on rear guard, Soul Charge 2 immediately. It's busted as shit. Really gets consistency going in this deck. We also have 3 12k attackers. I did run 4 at first, however, with how this deck is, how I'm tweaking with this deck and stuff like that, I decided I'm going to lower this, and I actually lowered Psychoglaive down to 2. Psychoglaive I had at 3, if I'm correct, but Psychoglaive is decent. He's not even that good. Like, you have to have 6 in soul to get his effect off, and his effect off, he'll stay as a 9k vanilla for the rest of the, for the rest of the game, except for that one turn you play him. So he's not that great. He's really meant for that one turn. You're going to swing heavy, and then use him as an intercept next turn. I figured this guy slows the deck down just a tad, because he gets cloggy, and he doesn't add as much power as the deck could give. However, I traded him out for 3 Dark Soul Conductors. Dark Soul Conductor is a very good and tanky card. Whenever he's placed on guard circle and drops, I can Soul Charge 2 immediately. So, basically from the hand, Soul Charge 2. From intercept, Soul Charge 2. Basically, it's like, okay, have one on rear guard, have that as a target for your opponent to attack, drop one from your hand to Soul Charge. Just basically guard this guy with others from hand. That way you can just intercept when the Vanguard attacks, and boom. And for the record, the unit's attack can still hit. You can still guard, like throw him in there, and still take the hit if you want. You'll still get the +2 Soul Charge, so it doesn't matter, just as long as he goes from guard zone to drop zone. Even Daikaiser's ability. If Daikaiser's ability kills him, you still Soul Charge 2. In fact, you'd Soul Charge 2 that moment, and it might actually mess with your trigger lineup. Alright, so that's grade 2s. Grade 1s are 4 Perfect Guards. That's very self-explanatory. They are House of Amon, or Amon follower ones. Basically, you don't want 3. You always want 4 in Dark Irregulars because of how you Soul Charge. You may be afraid that you're going to Soul Charge a lot of Perfect Guards. You're afraid that you might get rid of Perfect Guards. You don't know. 4 is an amount that you must have in Dark Irregulars. I also run 3 of my 10k attackers. This guy's pretty self-explanatory. I use him. I actually do use him. He does attack sometimes. Early game rush is really good with him. I also have 3 Hell's Draw, or Hell's Deal. Hell's Deal is just like Hell's Draw, the grade 2, only it's a grade 1 and it has 7k instead of the 9k that hits 16k columns, so it's not bad columns for non-cross-eyed builds, but +2 Soul Charge, it's great. Now, probably my favorite card out of the deck, it's Dimensional Creeper. I run 4 Dimensional Creeper. Reason being is because 4, if they get in my hand, Amon does not give a shit. Amon will take this guy, put him in the soul, force you to retire, soul blast him, and I get +2 added into the soul from that. If I have Doreen the Thrusters in this deck, which I was thinking about running, if I were running Doreens, I'd take these guys out. If I ended up running Doreens, this guy with Amon would break the game. It would break everything. Doreen would become too busted, and shit would just get crazy. My columns would be too powerful. It'd be too fucking consistent. It would just be way too powerful, and I would honestly maybe get bored of the deck after a while. Now, out of this deck, I've played with it enough. I know, the strengths and weaknesses of it. The strengths of the deck is you hit crazy numbers. It adds a lot of pressure with Amon Reverse, and Sin on a Cross-Eyed is pretty good. With my trigger scheme of 6 and 6, draw size, or hand size, isn't always an issue. However, you sometimes will probably still, you'll probably still end up, having to drop a lot of guard, or you probably won't have a lot of hand or something like that. Dimensional Creepers do pop in the soul a lot. I do use Hell's Deal a lot. The Perfect Guards do get Soul Charged often, but I still use, I still get some. Dark Soul Conductors I love in this deck. Psychoglaive, if I use him, I love him. 12k attackers are amazing. The Hell's Draw is amazing. Amon Reverse is amazing. Dentarian, I actually don't use that often. Regular Amon's amazing. The grade 3 Searcher, the starter, actually helps me out so much. The only thing that you have to worry about when playing this deck is if you end up playing OTT, you're going to have a bad time because they really fuck you up. They stall the game. It forces you to drop too much hand, too much soul. You know, you'll end up using too much soul. You just really got to be careful with what deck you're going to be playing against because that deck might actually be able to ruin your whole day. Aside from that, that's basically it. The deck is extremely fun and strong. I topped on the tournament that I did this in, my locals. I think I did like second. I only lost once. I think it was 3-1 or 2-1. And no, it was 3-1. I went 3-1. And what's it called? I only lost to Tsukuyomi, so that's not that bad. No, it was 2-1, my bad. I went 2-1 out of 3 rounds, only lost to Tsukuyomi, so that's really not that bad. Out of other games I played just for fun outside of the tournament, I didn't lose them. I did pretty well with this deck. I'm happy with it. It's finished. It got finished pretty quick, actually. I don't think I'm going to add those Dorians because you do lock with Amon Reverse. With Amon Reverse, you do lock, so Doreen may end up being a unit that you lock. However, if you go ahead with Shenanigans and Break Ride Dantirian, and you target Doreen, then shit's just going to get hilarious. Everything's going to be funny and comical because of how high Doreen's going to get. But, yeah, aside from that, guys, that's the deck profile. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe for more Vanguard videos, and comment down below what your favorite Dark Irregular build is. Do you like Reggie? Do you like Dark Lord? Do you like a pure Amon or Amon Reverse? Or would you prefer Cross Ride or Break Ride build? Anyway, please. Or, what about Master of the Fifth Element? He's got to get some love. He is crazy. Anyway, guys, in the comments, please drop that. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share us with your friends if you would ever be so kind. We're getting up there. We're getting up there. I feel like we're going to be becoming a pretty popular Vanguard channel. And that's exactly where I want to be. I want to be in the popular league. I want to be up there. And I want to do all that stuff. Anyway, guys, I will talk to all of you later. And my iPod is going to be dying. Alright, so anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.